Good morning, everyone. So pretty excited for today's vlog. So we are in the Indian Peaks Wilderness area here in Colorado, which is kind of right behind like Boulder, Colorado, that area. This is the Brainard Lake area, and it's such a pretty area here of Colorado that is filled with some really beautiful hikes to lots of different lakes. So we just got in this morning at about 6:30. So serene, so peaceful and calm. So spend the day with us here at Indian Peaks Wilderness. So this is a map of the Brainard Lake area. So we are parked in the Brainard day use area because that's what we have tickets for, is for parking. And we are gonna go on this hike to Lake Isabelle, and we might keep going to Isabelle Glacier. However, I read some recent trail reviews on All Trails, and people say once you get into this area, the trail is really hard to find and there still might be snow, so we'll see if we go all the way or not, but that's our route for today. It's gonna be a good day, I can just tell. We've already seen 3 bull moose this morning walking in. Every time almost when we've came to the Brainard Lakes, we've seen moose. Now, we've actually only ever been here in winter. We've never been here in the summer. This is awesome to see all the areas we snowshoed and hiked this last winter now in the summer. It's just gorgeous, of course. But if you come here in the wintertime, the main parking lot here is not open. It's closed. So you have to park in the winter parking lot, which is 2 miles out. So if you come here in the winter, you have to hike an additional 4 miles round trip in addition to whatever you hike, because you have to park in the winter parking lot. So this time it was nice. We kind of get to skip that extra 4 miles. And just a heads up, if you're planning to visit the Brainard Lake Recreation Area, they do have a timed entry ticket system in place for the different parking lots in this area. When we booked our tickets roughly 2 weeks prior to arrival, we booked the Brainard Lake Picnic Site Day Use Parking Area ticket, which was the only ticket that still had some really early morning slots available, and the tickets were $16 per vehicle. Tickets are required for the summertime, which normally opens up at the end of May and goes through October, weather depending. You can purchase your tickets directly on recreation.gov. So nice to see all the wildflowers out. So pretty and colorful. It is July 9th as we're hiking here, and look at this, there's still snow on the trail. That's crazy. Having some blueberry muffins here at Isabelle Lake. Well, last weekend we were in Ouray, Telluride, and Ridgway, and when we were in Ouray, we did a little shopping because it's such a cute little town. Lots of cute shops there, and I officially became a fanny pack owner. And today is my first day hiking with it on, and I am obsessed. I am loving my fanny pack. I know they're coming back in style, and you're seeing more brands carry fanny packs, like Osprey has one now. And the reason I was wanting to get a fanny pack was to have a place to put my phone when we're hiking, because I use my phone for video, recording, photos, all the things. And most of my hiking gear doesn't have pockets. So I'd either have to just like hold on to it, or my husband Vince would hang on to it for me while we're hiking, but then he's always, getting it in and out when I needed it. So this little fanny pack is like perfect. It just has one little zipper in the front, holds my phone perfectly, and I can just like unzip it and take it out when I need it, and it's just right here on my stomach, I guess. Easy access. Nice big zipper here. I'm just using my husband's phone to show. Just right there, nice and tucked in, and then I can zip it up if I want, or unzip it, and it's not bulky at all. It's nice and thin, and I'm pretty sure this is waterproof too. So love the fanny pack. I'm gonna link below this one because I really like how thin it is. It's really thin and simple, it doesn't bulge out. And when I was trying this one on, I did try the Osprey one, but it had like 3 zippers, kind of bulged out. I didn't really want all that extra baggage on the front of me, I guess. This is just nice and thin and sleek with 1 zipper. So that's one little accessory I added to my hiking gear this year. And then another new update I've made to my hiking outfit this year are my leggings. So I used to be a Lululemon lover for my leggings in the summer and winter. And I went on a hike early this spring and I snagged them on a little branch. Literally they ripped, hardly touched the branch, but they ripped. So was super upset about that because, you know, you all know how much Lululemon leggings are. So didn't even hardly get 1 full year out of them and they already tore. So I was determined to find a better legging that wasn't the price tag of Lulu, and I found them on Amazon. They are literally the twin of Lulu. There's no banding on the front. They're like soft buttery. They are absolutely amazing. I have 3 pairs. I'll link them below. They're the Colorful Koala, I think that's how you say it, brand on Amazon. Today I'm wearing the green ones because once I got them, I'm like, yep, I'm just gonna start getting all the colors because they're literally practically identical to Lulu for a quarter of the price. I think they're like $22 or $25. So cheap, so comfortable. And if I end up snagging these somehow, it won't feel as bad if I do snag them. And then last but not least, one more thing we did add to our hiking gear this year is a mini Garmin InReach SOS emergency satellite phone. When we're taking on these big 9-mile, 8-mile hikes or even further, I always get worried if one of us were to hurt ourselves, like sprain an ankle, fall down, like major things can happen on a trail. And it's like, if something happened to Vince, I would never be able to carry him back, and vice versa, like if we're on a 9-mile hike. So we have this in case we need it. And then also for when we're doing off-roading, like on some dispersed camping or trying to get to a trailhead or somewhere where we're taking on a real rough road, I always worry if like, what if something happened to our vehicle and we're stranded, even though we have spare tire and all the tools and all the things, like just stuff comes up. So I just feel more comfortable having this little guy. So we purchased one of these as a little investment for the summer, and it makes us so much more comfortable camping, hiking, off-roading with having satellite, because when you start getting in these mountains, there is no service on your cell phone. So I'll link this below too if you're interested in possibly adding this to your collection of hiking gear. That view of Isabelle Lake. Way on the other side is where we sat and ate our muffin. Now we're way over here in these mountains that we were just taking in views of. Right in front of us is the glacier, right there. However, see that snow patch right there? Those people cross? That makes me nervous. But that brings you to the base of the lake. Yeah, that's a little too sketchy for me right now. Like, people are sliding. Ah! We didn't bring our spikes, so I guess we should have. Oh well. It is what it is. I see it. I'm here. We did almost the whole trail. So, that's good. It's still beautiful. Watching the glacier in front of us and watch people almost fall on their butts trying to cross that snow patch. But wow, we found a really nice rock here just to relax and take a break until we head back. This was a gorgeous hike. Now we've officially seen another Colorado glacier, so that's always cool. Wow. First thing we always do when we get back from our hike is put on our flip-flops so the feet get a little rest. Whew, feels good. The hike this morning took us way longer than we expected, but we were also going, we were also going really slow because we weren't sure how far we were going to hike. So we're like, oh, we'll just kind of take it easy. And then we just kind of kept going and going and going. So we did about 7 hours today and somewhere around 8 miles, 8 to 9 miles in there is exactly what we did, because we ended up having to walk in from the Brainard parking lot area to the trailhead, so there was a little added mileage on there. So it was a long day. It is 1:30 and I think we got here at like 6:30. But we're starving, so excited to grill up some shrimp fajitas and just sit here and like relax.
The chef's in the kitchen.
Yes. He's the best chef. I'm very spoiled. Cheers to a beautiful day here at Indian Peaks Wilderness. Fajitas are done. Oh my gosh, they look so good. Oh my god. I'm so hungry. Do you hear what we're hearing here? This has been a really bad day of dogs.
Off leash and everything.
Off leash dogs. Dogs barking. Like there's literally like wild animals running around everywhere. It's Colorado. And how do people not take care of your dogs? We're not dog owners, but from what we see from people, like we have dogs that run up and like sniff us, like drool on us, like all day long today. It's been a battle of dogs. I want to bring some awareness to that, because you're supposed to have your dogs on a leash, number one. They should not be running wild on the trails. That's not what you're supposed to do. And number two, if your dog is like running up and like slobbering on other people, take responsibility of your dog and do something. We had it happen today and they just stand there and stared at us like nothing was wrong. Like he's like walking on our backpack when we were sitting down. So I don't know, I'm not trying to get on this rant, but at the same time, I wish people would take responsibility for their dogs. They're bringing them into the wild, they're bringing them hiking, and they just let them run around, bark. It's insane. I've never experienced it so bad as I have today. We've had a beautiful day, don't get me wrong, but today has been absolutely insane with the dogs. And another issue is I know there's a bunch of moose right up here sitting literally. Do you hear this? And
Jesus Christ.
No.
Fuck.
And this is another issue I have. So here you have people with dogs off leash or they're like barking up a storm. You have wild moose animals that maybe cows that have babies or young. They're protecting babies and young, or they're defending themselves. But you always know it's never going to be the human that gets in trouble for that. It's going to be the animal. There's been a lot of that happening where they've had to, take down moose, take down bear because of an attack. But they're just defending themselves. We were in a moment here as we were enjoying our peace, and then that happened. And it's been quite a bit of that here today. And it's really, really stinks that people... Oh, there it is again. What? Seriously? This whole time I've been talking, this is what's going on. This is too bad. It's just too bad that people can't take responsibility for their dogs. But thank you to all of you who do take responsibility of your dog and keep them on a leash and don't let them run wild and let them jump and do all these things in these beautiful wilderness areas. Thank you for doing that. Hopefully we can slowly teach those who don't do that, why they should be doing that. So anyways, that's my spiel on dogs, because it's never been really too big of an issue, except today it's been bad. So I figured I'd mention it because I've never really talked about it. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here, sticking around, watching my vlogs. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye guys. And by the way, as we were leaving the parking lot, this guy was standing right on the edge of the road. This is a reminder that this is their home. We are visitors here, and we should always be considerate of that, whether it's just us or if we have our dogs with us.